Imagine a power so immense that its mere presence could silence an entire street. Those who first saw it thought it was a monster. It looked like a colossal shadow that had escaped from a movie set, bursting out of nightmares. People walking on the sidewalks would fearfully press their backs against the wall. Children hid behind their mothers, until they realized that this monster was actually an angel. This is Shadow's story. I will share with you the tale of that gentle giant who turned fear into admiration in 2 seconds. When Shadow stands motionless on a sidewalk, he doesn't look like a dog. He looks more like a statue. His massive silhouette and unwavering gaze caused even the bravest person to instinctively take a step back. The first reaction was always, without exception, surprise. Eyes widened, footsteps faltered, and whispers began. "What is that?" But this tension vanished in seconds. Like a soap bubble, the secret of that enormous body lay not in its frightening gaze, but in the depth of its soft eyes. A gentle rub against someone's nose or a second longer gaze into those calm, wise eyes was enough to shatter all perception. Mouths opened in fear closed in astonished smiles. A second later, as people stroked Shadow's enormous head, they would say, "I thought he was going to eat me, but he just wants to be loved." Shadow instantly charms every stranger he meets. The internet couldn't escape this magic either. In the famous video that turned him into a phenomenon, Shadow was behind a low fence. When someone passing by approached, his enormous body slowly rose to its feet. As if in slow motion, people would first jump in fear, then burst into laughter and grab their phones to record the moment. But one of the funniest moments was the behavior of people in the supermarket. In a supermarket aisle, while chaos and haste reigned around him, Shadow walked calmly. He never barked. He didn't jump on the shelves, as if he were the most natural part of the place. He accompanied his owner with respectful, steady steps, mindful of the other customers. That is when the criticism began. What is such a big dog doing in the store? The answer was simple. He single-handedly shadowed the prejudice of millions of people. Shadow was a service dog. That video was not a show. It was a manifesto. It was a response to the silent judgments Shadow and others like him faced every day. Because when people saw Shadow's size, they immediately thought the worst. But his owner never tried to change him. He didn't force him to be friendly. There was no need. Shadow's default settings were like this: endlessly calm, deeply curious, and gentle with every soul he met. At home, that massive body transformed into a kitten. Lying on his back on the couch, paws in the air, he'd open his belly like the happiest dog in the world. Wherever he went, he was his owner's shadow, an alert guardian who wanted nothing more than to be by the side of the person he loved. Now, Shadow is almost 2 years old and a star on the streets. Perhaps that is Shadow's greatest beauty. Every day, he proves to us that kindness doesn't have to come in small packages. He shows us that those huge, motionless eyes aren't always dangerous, but sometimes just pure curiosity. And sometimes, he reminds us that the biggest dog in the neighborhood also has the softest heart, the one that needs the most love.